What's going on, everybody? Ochoa here from SB Nation's bloggingtheboys.com. It has been a minute since we've seen each other's beautiful faces, and I hope that you're doing all right. I hope life's going swell for you because things are looking nice and fun around the Dallas Cowboys. The 2019 NFL Draft is, of course, in the rearview mirror, and there are 8 new members of the Dallas Cowboys that we have to discuss. And it's a good thing that you found yourself here today because that's what we are going to do. Now, the Cowboys did not have a first-round draft pick in 2019, but that's okay. They have Amari Cooper. The Oakland Raiders, sure, they got the 27th overall pick. Sure, they got Jonathan Abram. That's a guy that some Cowboys fans like, but the Cowboys have a receiver that changed their season last year, and it's going to change the future of their offense moving forward, so congratulations to them. A pick well spent. The Cowboys were first on the clock in 2019 with the 58th overall selection, and there was some discussion, there was some debate. There were people that wanted the Cowboys to go safety. I was definitely among them. There were some people that were really far out there and thought the Cowboys might go running back with that pick, but no worries. The Cowboys decided to go with what they wanted to do. Even with Taylor Rapp, even with Juan Thornhill on the board, they went defensive tackle. Tristan Hill out of Central Florida, and I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to level with you. This dude is a beast. This guy, Tristan Hill, is an athlete. He weighs over 300 pounds, but he moves faster than anybody that you know. He's a former national champion, obviously coming from Central Florida. Shout out to you, UCF. And he knows what it takes to disrupt the middle of that defensive line. Rod Marinelli has made this thing work with all kinds of dudes over the last few years in Dallas. He's had Jason Hatcher. He's had Henry Melton. He's had Stephen Paya. Yeah, he's had Malik Collins and Antoine Woods, and he's done some nice things. But now he has a legitimate specimen in Tristan Hill. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. This is going to be really cool, and I'm really excited personally, and you should be too. Now, with their second pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, third-round selection, the Cowboys took Connor McGovern, the McGovernator. Connor is an offensive lineman, offensive guard with some position flex, some center experience, all the way from Penn State. And you think about big-time college football, of course you think about the Big Ten and Penn State, and there's a lot of questions that this raises. What's the future of the Cowboys offensive line look like? They already have the best offensive line in the NFL. They have Connor Williams, who, by the way, looks like he got big. Connor Williams, along with some other people on the Dallas Cowboys, went on a fishing trip over the weekend. And look at him. He looks nice and large. But back to a different Connor. Connor McGovern is officially the newest member of the Cowboys' big frontmen trying to protect Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. And it gives the Cowboys some options. And I know that some people were disappointed in this. You don't want to see another offensive lineman, but this is the strength of the team. We saw them play games back in 2018 without Travis Frederick, obviously, without Tyron Smith, without Zach Martin. The Cowboys want to protect themselves from that. They know that Lyle Collins might be leaving in free agency after this coming season, and now they have the ability to figure out whatever they need to, whoever leaves them now and in the future. So the Cowboys had 2 players under their belts, and then they went into Saturday, and with a 4th-round selection, by the way, Dak Prescott once was a 4th-round pick from the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys took Tony Pollard, running back out of Memphis. Now, Tony Pollard, your traditional running back. He's not somebody who's going to take 30 carries a game. He's more of a utility guy, more of a gadget player. Does great on kickoffs, does great out of the slot. The Cowboys can use him in a number of ways. This pick, I'm going to be honest with you, kind of rides with Kellen Moore, the new offensive coordinator with the Cowboys. If Kellen Moore truly is this creative, superior, amazing offensive mind that the Cowboys believe he is, and he's got a player like Tony Pollard under his wing, then the results can be pretty impressive. And you know why I think Kellen likes Tony Pollard? Because Tony played at Memphis. You look at those beautiful blue uniforms for the Tigers. What do they look like? That field out in Boise State where Kellen Moore used to play. That's right. That's probably what hypnotized him. But the Cowboys did have 2 4th-round draft selections in 2019. But whoa. They traded out of that second one. Actually, that second pick, the 136th overall selection, was originally a compensatory pick from the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you, Anthony Hitchens, who joined the Kansas City Chiefs. The Cowboys then traded back with the Cincinnati Bengals, and then they traded back again with the Oakland Raiders. So if you think about it, what the Cowboys lost, what they gained, they lost Anthony Hitchens in free agency a year ago, and they picked up 3 overall draft picks. And in the 5th round, the Cowboys used the first one of those on Michael Jackson, cornerback out of Miami, a Hurricane. Finally, it had been a long time since the Cowboys drafted somebody from Jimmy Johnson's old stomping grounds, and they brought in MJ, Michael Jackson, a taller corner, somebody that Chris Richard can work with and hopefully make the Cowboys secondary the Legion of Boom Part 2, as everybody hopes it to be. But the Cowboys were not done in the 5th round. In fact, they were not done with players out of Miami. In fact, they were not done with Jackson players out of Miami. With their second 5th round selection, the Dallas Cowboys took Joe Jackson, a defensive end, also a Miami Hurricane. And you think about it, I've gone ahead and I've said this, the 5th round for the Dallas Cowboys in 2019, it might as well be known as one thing, baby, the Jackson 2. And Joe Jackson, look, he's not the best pass rusher in the draft. He's not going to be somebody that might be a future Hall of Famer, but he's somebody that's going to be serviceable for the Cowboys. He's somebody that has the potential to be something special. And he's somebody that already knows New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones quite well. Shout out to you, Joe Jackson. So, with their 6th round draft selection, the Dallas Cowboys finally got a safety for Chris Richard. Again, they had considered it a 58 overall. You had players there that you liked, but overall you went with what you thought would make your football team the best. And with their 6th round draft pick, hullabaloo, connect. The Dallas Cowboys took Donovan Wilson, a safety out of Texas A&M University. Played some SEC football, knows what it's like to take on some big-time opponents. And another guy, you look at the safety position for the Dallas Cowboys, you've got Jeff Heath, the GOAT, you've got Xavier Woods, who a lot of people believe in, you have George Iloka, the new free agent, you have Kayvon Frazier entering the last year of his rookie contract, and now you have Donovan Wilson. You have options. It's a position you're going to have to figure out in the future, but for now, with Chris Richard controlling things, you can probably get by. Now, the Dallas Cowboys had 2 picks in the 7th round, and they used the first one on somebody who they kind of know. They don't really know him, but they kind of know him. Mike Weber, running back from the Ohio State University, is not only a running back from a high pedigree school, he's a running back that knows the current running back on the Dallas Cowboys. That's right, Mike Weber took the torch from Ezekiel Elliott up in Columbus. They're both Buckeyes, now they're both Cowboys. It worked out. It's a lot of fun. How cool is this? You don't get to see this every year. It's like when dudes in college basketball go on to be teammates in the NBA. Now you got 2 Buckeyes in the Cowboys backfield. It's going to be awesome. Zeke and Mike Weber, good times are coming. Now, with their final pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Cowboys double-dipped at the defensive end position after picking up Joe Jackson early on. And you know something about Joe Jackson? That name, Joe Jackson. First name starts with a J. Second name starts with a J. Who did the Cowboys take with their last pick of the NFL Draft? A defensive end whose first and last name both start with a J. Jalen Jelks, defensive end out of Oregon, is the newest member of the Dallas Cowboys. Again, a taller guy, somebody who has the potential, somebody who can make things interesting. Another future member of the Hot Boys, perhaps. Who knows? Things are spicy, things are interesting, things are fun, and that is your 2019 Dallas Cowboys draft class. On the Monday following the 2019 NFL Draft, the Cowboys draft class even got their brand new jersey numbers. Keep in mind, a lot of numbers aren't available. Numbers in the 90s, not available. There's only one number available in the 20s because they're not going to give out 22. Hello, Emmitt Smith. These numbers don't exactly impress me personally, but they are real. They are what we have for now. And you can bet your bottom dollar that a lot of these guys will be changing them if they do make the 53-man roster, especially Jalen Jelks. Nobody's going to wear Bob Willay's number. So that about does it. That's your 2019 Dallas Cowboys draft class. 8 new players, 8 new shiny toys, and hopefully 8 people who will be wearing a Super Bowl ring about a year from now. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to subscribe right here to the Blog of the Boys YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast feed. Make sure you visit blogoftheboys.com all day, every day. And make sure more than anything that you have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time. I'm RJ Ochoa. We love you all.